morning, everybody. This is Brett at you again. March 23rd. It's Saturday, I would say about 11 o'clock. At another place here, as you could see from that sign earlier, I'm at Boone's Cave State Park, located, I would say, Spencer, North Carolina. And apparently Daniel Boone and his family came out to this area back in 1755. They migrated from Pennsylvania, came out here and stayed out here for a while before Daniel himself headed out to Kentucky, where he's most noted for. But he was about 15 or 16 years old at the time, and like I said, legend has it that the main part of this park is the cave itself that they call Boone's Cave. So we'll be seeing that today, as well as something called the Cottonwood tree, which is the third largest tree in North Carolina. So that's what we're here to do today. Okay, we're back to where we came in. Here's the entrance to the park. And like I said, I don't really know where I'm going here, except what I saw on that map, but we're gonna take something called this Morel Loop. Which I believe it goes straight, but this is a very, very short trail. Just take us on a quick loop around, hopefully tie into one of the main trails. Along here, like I said, there was some confusion back on that trail. Looks like there's like 6 trails that are named weird, but I think I'm on the right one now. You come down that little thing to the Morel Trail, and then eventually you get on this wetlands trail. And this should lead us about a quarter mile down till we hook up to another one. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and have a seat here on this chair, drink some water, and chill out for a couple minutes. Okay, we're coming up to another trail here, which I don't believe this is the one I'm wanting to do. This one here is called the Creekside Loop, for those who may have been on this, but maybe I'll hit that up another day. I'm going to stay on the main trail here, and like I said, my destination today is the cave and the Cottonwood tree, so I don't really know where that leads to, but when I get back I'll look on the map and see where that heads. Well, so far an extremely simple trail. We're still on the wetlands woodland trail, but one thing I could say about this, the layout of the park is really weird. You know, you have little signs along the way going off to the right and the left of different named trails, and I have no real clue, you know, which way I'm going, so I'm just staying right here on this woodland trail and wetlands trail. I would say I'm about a quarter mile into this trek. Started on that trail as soon as you come into the parking lot, but anyways, I'm going to continue on. This is a very nice area. I'm glad they built this boardwalk. If not, you'd be walking through a stream all through this area, so we're just going to continue on. These benches are very pretty that they built. Looks like they've lacquered them up. Well, there's Boone's Peak, so that must be ending the loop that we saw from the other end. So like I said, the only way to describe this is probably, you know, kind of like a swamp, but deep forest. Somebody's come back here and built, you know, all this area, which really makes it nice. Alright, coming up to a crossroads here. We'll see where we're going. There's the boardwalk, which what we just passed on. Red Oak Trail. We're going to stay on the Wilderness Walk. And the picnic shelter is down that way, which we're not going to go to the picnic shelter. For right now, we're just going to stay on the wilderness walk. So yeah, the boardwalk was pretty interesting. Just a little stroll over the creeks and that there by that wooden structure that they put up. Okay, coming up to another sign here. Okay, we are on the wilderness walk and then the Red Oak Trail. But there's another trail that goes out that way. Like I said, one thing I'm noticing about this park, before you come out here, you might want to print out a map or know where you're going, because they're very, very confusing on their signs. There's no doubt at all, just walking this little bit of distance, I have probably covered, I'm going to guess and say 15 different signs of different trails and detours going into other areas. So without a map, you're kind of like going to be like I am. You're just going to pick a trail and try to go by memory as to where to go. Because to be honest with you, I don't really have a clue where I'm at or where I'm going. I think I'm bordering the park boundary right here, but when I get eventually back to the parking lot, I'll look at the map signs and I'll pretty much know where I was and where I've been. Like I was saying earlier about the trails in this park, we came up to this sign a little while ago. We came off the Wilderness Trail, and it shows the Red Oak Trail going that way. However, I walked up that way about a quarter mile through the woods, and all it did was dead end at a cornfield. So I don't have a clue what they meant by that. So anyways, I'm going to continue down this trail here. It's not marked, nor is there a sign, but hopefully it gets me to where I need to be. Okay, and yet again we come up to more signs here. Red Oak Trail, which must be just... oh, there's the Cave River over there. I can barely see a sign, but we're going to continue up here, check out the Cottonwood tree, and then we'll probably have to turn around. But we already came up this wilderness walk, and the Red Oak Trail, I haven't figured out where that one was yet, but we're going to go on to the Cottonwood tree and see where this trail leads. So there's the Cottonwood. Strangely, I don't know, it's got a huge trunk, super huge trunk to it, but I thought it would be a lot taller than that. Anyways, for those who are interested in seeing it, that's what it's all about. But like I said, not definitely not a wonder of the world, though. But since I'm here, I had to come down and see it. So we're gonna move on again up to that main trail, continue on, and hopefully come to the cave here before too long. I'm going to continue on down to these signs and see what they say. But we're going to go left here, which will take us back to that pavilion, and hopefully see the cave down this way. We're still, yeah, this is the wilderness out here. You hear them frogs? It's pretty thick down here. Very pretty trail though. The majority of the trails are very, very flat. There are no considerable inclines, nor are there even considerable declines. It's just a very nice trail. And it looks like we're coming right up against the Yadkin River. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of a better view of it ahead. Alright, I just took a little detour off the trail here. Just came down to these rocks. Not many places to sit, but you're right along the Yadkin River here. So in a minute we're going to go back up on that trail right there where that fence is and head on to the cave, but I wanted to come down here and just look around a little bit. And here are the caves. Surprised they don't have a sign, but looks like there's two caves, but those caves go back there about 80 feet. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it curves around in there. Yeah, you can't see very much in here. Looks like it curves out over that way, but it's definitely cool in here. I wish I had more lighting because you probably can't see very well, but yeah, you could definitely live in here. Okay, the backcountry trail I'm going to skip today. And for right now, we're heading towards the Wildflower Trail and the main gate. There's a runner's loop, which I will not be doing today. And there's yet another trail overlooking. That's where I actually went in at. So yeah, we went in there, pretty much walked the entire length of this park, and came out right there. So anyways, y'all, again, this is Boone's Cave State Park. I don't think I'll be doing anything else in this today, but hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the trails. Take care. Okay, everybody, one last video before I take off here. Like I said, I parked down here. I went on this little morel loop, and I walked all along this wetlands, woodlands. Came up to here, continued on, right up to here where we saw the cave. And then we came up a little bit and took the Wildflower Trail all the way up, around, and back down to the parking lot. So that's it for Boone's Cave Park. I'm going to go ahead and head on out of here now. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below.